Hi everyone, I'm Konomi. I'm an online Japanese teacher for Nippon Hippo. And today we have a special guest, which is my sister from Japan.
Currently, I'm uni student in Japan, and I'm learning tourism.
So today we'll be talking about the difference between Japan and Malaysia, right? Job hunting. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Nippon Hippo.
All right, so let's talk about Malaysia first.
I want to ask, when does Malaysian students start look for a job?
Oh, good question. Okay, it's quite different from Japan. Usually we start looking for job like right before we graduate or after we graduate. Yeah.
After graduate,
Yes.
it's quite late, I think.
I also thought so. We start quite late because companies in Malaysia usually only wants to consider the fresh graduate only once they are done with their study. Yeah, they won't decide. Yeah, they won't decide if they don't have the graduation certificate.
It's very relaxing compared to Japan, because we usually start before graduation.
1 year before graduation.
Yeah, so I think it's Malaysian, people are very pretty slow start compared to Japan. And I also want to ask
Okay.
like any reason why it's so different from Japan?
I mean, all the company will start doing like event, right? Shukatsu event, job hunting event. But in Malaysia, because one of the thing is Malaysia have 3 intakes. Not everyone is graduating in the same time. Some people enter university at March. Some people enter at July. Some people October. In my case, I enter in July. So my graduation is July, right? But some people graduate in March, so everyone is different. The event, Shukatsu event, won't be as massive as Japan.
That's why, because in Japan we all get in uni at the same time and graduate at the same time, so it's pretty different. And that student in Malaysia practice and prepare for interview, how Japanese student does.
I don't think so, because as far as I know, I mean, we will practice among ourselves. I mean, I will also do research on Google, like what kind of question, how should I answer. But the preparation part, I think, is not as much as Japan, because I know Japanese students will prepare 3 months, 6 months, 1 year before interview happens, right? Yeah, that's kind of crazy, don't you think so?
We have to wear suits. Yeah, formal suits. When we talk with interviewer, we have to be very polite. We think it's very nervous to talk with interviewer. That's why we have to preparing before the actual job hunting day.
Yeah, actual interview day, right? The day of interview. Wait, I have one question. Is there any rules about makeup and accessory? Because I think it's pretty different in other country.
Usually we can the black hair is the best. We can't really dye brown or lighter color.
I see.
It's Japanese kind of culture. Rule.
Everyone need to look the same, right? Very clean and neat. But how about accessory? Do you wear anything for interview, like rings, earrings?
No.
Zero, nothing.
Better to not wear those rings or stuff as well.
Even something really simple like this, just one silver. No. Earrings as well?
No earring. Even sometimes those hair tie, the color hair type, can't really wear the color one too.
Whoa, okay.
Very strict, right?
Yeah, very strict.
Is it difficult for Malaysian students to get a job?
I think it's really depends, depending on industry, which industry. As for now, if you want to look for tourism related job, I think it's not easy, because there is no tourism going on. It's Corona and we are in lockdown. Do you know that Malaysia is now in lockdown?
How about 2 years ago or before the coronavirus?
I think it was easier. It was easier. Of course, definitely compared to now, it was easier.
Yeah.
But I think it's also really depends on your personalities, and if you are a very active person, actively join a lot of club activities, and if you are doing well in school, maybe it's not too hard to look for a job. I think same goes to Japan, right? But of course, if you are more shy and not so good at talking to people, so during interview, if you're so nervous, then I think it's a bit harder, I guess. I think same like Japan. I think that part is not really different. Malaysia or Japan, I think it's the same. It's about your communication skill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you are curious? Like, do you think Malaysian can wear this to interview?
Oh yeah, I wanna ask that.
How do we wear for interview?
Yeah.
I've been to few interviews in Malaysia. I mean, including my internship. I wore a shirt, a white shirt with the collar. Okay, but I didn't wear a jacket because it's too hot here. I mean, right? It's too hot. So I didn't wear that. As the jewelry part, I didn't wear this, but I wore this because I thought it's not too bad, and I think in Malaysia people won't judge me even if I wear a simple ring. I wore a ring.
Necklace.
I think it's okay as long as it's not so big and so sparkly and bright. I think the simple accessory should be okay. I mean, it's really depending on the company. I think some company will even allow me to wear this. Yeah, but in my case, I didn't have much experience, so of course, at first I play safe, just wear a very simple silver earrings and just one.
Hear those story. I guess Japan is very strict. Yeah.
I know, right? I don't think I can do job hunting in Japan,
When we tie our hair, like kind of those, like you have to be like very like that. So it's
like the flight attendant, right?
Yeah.
Well,
too much.
I mean, Japan is really efficient, organized. I think it's amazing, but sometimes it's a little bit too much. Okay, now it's my turn to ask because although I'm Japanese, there are a few things that I don't know because I never, experienced job hunting in Japan. So let me ask you a few questions. Usually, when does Japanese students start look for a job?
Usually we start to look our job like 1 year before the graduation. And I'm the third year at the moment, but now I'm already like starting the job hunting now.
Oh, so you also have to like practice some keigo, right? Tenego lessons.
It's not very serious lessons because we kind of know those like polite words already.
You also still do it, right? That's quite nice, right? So you can polish your keigo, to make sure that you are not being rude. Actually, I like the training part. I would like to, practice and be prepared for interview as well, rather than me being nervous alone myself. Sometimes, it's nice to have all my friends and, all the teachers to go for help. So usually how many companies do you like apply?
Because of the coronavirus, this year it's becoming like very, very difficult to get in the company. We maybe around like 10, 20. It's a lot.
Like do all company like ask similar question during interview or it's completely different?
Basically, I think it's same. Like, what do you like? What did you study it at uni? And when you get in the company, what do you want to do? So it's basically about you.
You have to kind of promote yourself, like what you're good at.
Yeah. The interviewer sometimes says like, please promote yourself in 60 seconds.
I think Japanese student will take it very seriously. Like when there's a rule, everyone will try their best to fit in within the rule. Okay, so let me ask you another thing. So what kind of thing do you usually do as a preparation for shukatsu?
I have to prepare for my self-promotion.
Do you practice with your friends or is there anyone to help you?
In my case, I am in the like job hunting agency. I'm in it. Yeah. Those coach like telling us how you should like prepare.
So the person will advise you what to do.
Maybe more about like how to talk or your facial expression. Because of the coronavirus, many company is doing like interview online. Online is very like it's very hard to feel your tensions, right?
Yeah.
That's why your facial expression have to be very like big when you answer the questions.
Have to
Yeah.
practice how to smile.
Yeah.
I
That's
see.
pretty tired. It's difficult to be who you are actually.
Okay, I get it. What is the thing that you need to be careful when you go for interview?
Appearance is a very like important part. I am trying to not too much makeup.
Oh, it's like if you wear color like contact lenses and all, is it of course not allowed, right?
We are not allowed that.
I see. How about eyeshadow?
Yeah, eyeshadow is okay, but not like a pink or purple.
How about lipstick though? Any color that it's not nice to wear for interview?
You
Not
know the wine red, the very dark red. Too much is, I think, better not to wear. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So let me ask you the last question. So do you think it's difficult to get a job in Japan?
Yeah, because of coronavirus, the company, not doing well, so they don't really need much people. But compared to other country, I think Japan is more harder to get in the company.
Okay, it was quite fun to know something. Though I never joined, those job hunting agencies, and
Yeah.
I didn't also know how many company usually Japanese university student will apply while they are still studying, which is quite impressive. It's
Yeah.
for me too early. なるほど、なるほど。
日本ヒッポー